Welcome back. I'm Sandra Smith. Maria Bartiromo has the morning off. It is Thursday, May 5th. Your top stories at 6:30 a.m. Eastern. Hillary Clinton's private email server hacked. That's what notorious hacker Guccifer claims, and he says it was easy. We'll tell you what he says that he found. John Kasich calling it quits. The Ohio governor suspending his campaign yesterday. And Republican National Committee Chairman Reince Priebus says now that the field is narrowed, the party can shift its focus.
The focus is going to be off of each other, and I think the focus is going to be on Hillary now, and we're going to expose her for who she is.
Later this hour, we will hear from Donald Trump, but not that Donald Trump. I got your attention. We'll find out what life is like for someone who has the name as the presumptive Republican nominee, the same name. President Obama drank the water in Flint, Michigan yesterday. Remember, we were talking about it. Well, he did it. He visited the city, and we've got more on that. And Fitbit shares plunging in the pre-market trading session right now off a couple dollars while sales jumped 50%. The company's spending did weigh on profits, however, and that is taking a toll on shares in early trading. Checking the broader markets this morning, futures right now are up, pointing to a higher open on Wall Street. Dow futures up 41 points, S&P futures up 5, NASDAQ futures up the most on a percent basis, trending higher by 12 points. All right, Romanian hacker Guccifer claiming he was able to gain access to Hillary Clinton's email server. Fox News' Catherine Herridge has been all over this. She spoke with Guccifer on the phone while in prison. Take a listen.
Sandra, Fox News first wrote to the hacker in mid-April as part of our ongoing reporting, and then we met with him at the jail in Alexandria, Virginia. After that, we did a series of follow-up phone calls that he allowed us to record for broadcast.
The Romanian hacker accused of breaching the personal email accounts of Washington's elite, including former Secretary of State Colin Powell and a member of the Bush family, told Fox News in an exclusive jailhouse telephone interview that he also compromised Hillary Clinton's personal server. 44-year-old Marcel Lahel Lazar, who goes by the moniker Guccifer, claimed it happened in early 2013.
You accessed a lot of accounts, Marcel.
Yeah.
Was the Clinton server easy or hard?
No, for me, what is it? For me, for everybody.
Lazar was extradited to the U.S. from Romania last month to face trial in Alexandria, Virginia for cybercrimes. One of his alleged victims is longtime Clinton aide Sidney Blumenthal. After researching his target, Lazar told Fox he accessed the account by correctly guessing Blumenthal's security question. Then he sent content from the account to the media and for the first time publicly exposed the Clinton email address.
This is a classic old school attack, and it's not an attack that works against well-defended systems.
Once inside Blumenthal's AOL account, Lazar said he gathered information about the Clinton server's IP address, a unique numeric code like a phone number or home address.
How many times did you access the Clinton server, Marcel?
I say like twice. For me, it was not like the Hillary Clinton server. It was like an email server she and others were using with political boring stuff.
A second cybersecurity expert said Lazar's story is plausible and of interest to FBI investigators.
If a little Romanian country boy can get into this, then it means that this thing could have been gotten into by anybody.
And in the process of identifying the server's vulnerabilities, Lazar said he came across evidence that others were there.
There were some others up to then, like IPs from other parts of the world. You see the numbers only, but you can tell by the numbers the region of the world.
While Lazar's claims cannot be independently verified, 3 computer security specialists told Fox the Clinton server, now in FBI hands, may have an electronic trail that would confirm or disprove his claims.
Unfortunately, in this community, a lot of people make up stories, and it's hard to know what's really true until you get into the forensics information and get hard facts.
This week, Mrs. Clinton was asked about security.
Any indication that your private server was hacked by foreign hackers?
No, not at all.
The Clinton campaign has now issued a statement calling the hacker a criminal and his claims baseless, adding that no government agency has notified them that the server was hacked. For some context, a plea agreement where Lazar cooperates with the FBI in exchange for a reduced sentence would be advantageous in his situation. Sandra?
Our thanks to Catherine Herridge, wow, for that reporting. Joining us now is Fox News senior judicial analyst Judge Andrew Napolitano is here. Good morning to you, Judge. Thank you for being here.
Morning, Sandra. Good morning, guys.
Wow, what do you make of these revelations?
Well, the interview that Catherine did with him is profound. We have known about his indictment by the FBI and his extradition for a couple of weeks. He was just extradited last month. But what he revealed to her in the interview was the ease with which Mrs. Clinton's email was directly hacked, originally hacked through Sid Blumenthal, her friend, to whom she did send material that had been classified by the government as confidential or secret. But he revealed that he was able, and he said he saw evidence of 10 others from different parts of the world to attack her directly.
So the guy's in prison. He could be making this up, we should point out.
Well, yes, he could. But here's what's very interesting, the relationship between the American government and the Romanian government. He's serving 7 years of hard time in a Romanian prison, and the U.S. requests his extradition. Normal response? You can have him after he finishes his 7 years. Not this time. They sent him over immediately.
So are you saying there's a coincidence?
No, I'm saying that there's a deal in the works. He's charged with enough crimes in the U.S., the stated reason for the extradition, to send him away for 100 years. He has a tremendous incentive to negotiate with the FBI and become a witness for the government against Mrs. Clinton. Now, the government does not have to prove that she was hacked in order to prove espionage. Espionage is the removal of secrets from a secure location to a non-secure location, whether or not exposed. But if they can show that she was hacked, that would enhance punishment for her if she's indicted, prosecuted, and convicted. And it would also be easier for the jury to understand the case that she was, in fact, hacked, and this is the hacker in the courtroom.
Right now, his account, they're saying, it will be able to be proved.
Yes. Yes, absolutely. Experts can prove that he was where he said he was.
And their footprints, and essentially he would have left footprints on our server that the FBI should be able to pick up on.
Yes, because he saw the footprints, he said, of 10 others.
Well, but we still see Hillary Clinton adamantly denying yesterday, no, it was not hacked, it was not. Could she know that? Would they know that at this point?
No, she would not know. She hasn't had possession of that server since last year. By the way, there's more than one server. She hasn't had possession of any of them since the FBI took possession of them sometime last year. She really needs to stop being in a state of denial because her legal situation is perilous.
Judge, if they found hacking, if they could demonstrate hacking, would that make it harder for them not to charge her if they were leaning that way?
Would make it nearly impossible for them not to charge her. Now, look, no less an authority on hacking than General Michael Hayden himself, who at one point ran the CIA and another point ran the NSA, said it is an absolute given that she was hacked by Chinese agents, Russian agents, and even our friends in the Mossad. That's how sensitive the materials were that she used, and that's how vulnerable she was.
So, sorry.
No, just in terms of her changing her language when she's asked about this now, does that get her into a legal predicament?
Everything.
Just if she changes her story?
That is a great question. Everything she says, and now everything her husband says, is monitored by the FBI. And when she does go in for that interview, if she goes, it'd be foolish for her legally to go, but politically she has to go in because she's been saying many, many times, I can't wait to go in. They are going to challenge what she said in public against the evidence that they have.
I do want to get in here. The Clinton camp has responded. As of last night, they put out this response to the hackers' claims, saying, quote, we have received no indication from any government agency to support these claims. Security logs from Secretary Clinton's email server do not show any evidence of foreign hacking.
Again, a misleading statement. The Clinton campaign is not going to receive any communication from the FBI. Mrs. Clinton's lawyer will.
That was written by a team of lawyers, no doubt. Does this tell you anything about the timing? The timing is obviously so critical on this investigation and its implications politically.
We are very close. There's two investigations, this email one we're talking about and a public corruption one. The public corruption one is going to go on probably beyond November. Wow. The materials are just too voluminous. This one is nearing an end. The interviews with their closest aides are taking place as we speak. There's one major interview left. That's with her. Now they've decided to add this Guccifer evidence in there. I believe that the FBI will be essentially finished with its investigation and prepared to suggest to the Justice Department when and where we go into a grand jury in the next couple of weeks.
Wow.
It was
Wow.
easy, he said. Easy for me, easy for everybody. Judge, what was put at risk, what we're talking about on that private server?
What was put at risk was extraordinary. She had 60,000 emails. 2,200 of them had confidential, secret, or top secret. 20 had top secret. 4 had SAP. I don't even know if you had an SAP.
No, I didn't.
All the clearances you had in your background, but the FBI agents investigating her did not have an SAP clearance. And if she says, I didn't know it was secret, let me tell you what some of it was. Photographs of a North Korean nuclear facility, transcripts of Yemeni intelligence agents' phone calls, the itinerary of the now late U.S. Ambassador Chris Stevens in the days before he was murdered, names of U.S. intelligence agents and their undercover and their real names. There is no credible way that she could say she didn't know that was secret.
Wow.
And Guccifer could have had access to the other 30, the ones she deleted as well, presumably, correct? I mean, that whole...
Well, we also know she doesn't know how to delete.
All right. Nobody better than you, Judge. Thank you, sir. Great to have you, Judge Andrew Napolitano. All right, President Obama visiting Flint, Michigan to address the city's water pollution crisis. The president reassuring residents that the contaminated water is now safe. But did he actually take a drink of that water? The details on that next. And the Powerball jackpot entering record territory after no winner has claimed a winning ticket. How much you can win ahead of this weekend's drawing? That's straight ahead.
Such a lovely place. Such a lovely place.